Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajkumar Academy for Civil Services. Let us discuss today the Hindu newspaper of Delhi edition. Along with that, we are going to discuss about the important topics from the Press Information Bureau, All India Radio, and three important words to improve your vocabulary skill as well. Moving towards the important article of the day, that yesterday we discussed about the train collision, the problem and what exactly the situation is and what the complaint is about and everything we discussed yesterday itself, right? The last video, you just go as a reference and make a note of it. Moving towards the next article, that is services PMI signals sustained growth pace. Services PMI signals sustained growth pace. This topic comes under your general studies 3, growth and development. GS 3, growth and development. So here what exactly the context is, the service sector output grew at the second fastest pace in 13 years in May, as per the S&P Global India Service PMI Business Activity Index, which eased to 61.2 from 62 in April. This triggered an uptick in new jobs that was highest so far in 2023. So in this particular article, we need to understand about this PMI, that is Purchasing Managers Index. What is this Purchasing Manager Index? Remember, it is a survey which is based on the measures that ask the respondents about the changes in the perception about key business variables. Remember the variables of the key business as compared with the previous month. Compared with the previous month. The purpose of this PMI is to provide information about current and also future business condition to company decision makers, analysts, and also investors. Right. So it is calculated separately from the manufacturing and service sector. Remember, two sectors they are calculating. One is manufacturing, another one is about services sectors. So the PMI is from 0 to 100. So a print above 50 means expansion, while a score B that denotes contraction. A reading at 50 indicates no change. So the PMI of the previous month is higher than PFI of the current month, means it represents the economy of the country is contracting. Economy of the country is contracting. Right. So PMI is compiled by IHS market for more than 40 economies worldwide. IHS market is a global leader information analytics and solution for the major industries and markets to drive the economies worldwide. Okay, IHS market is a part of S&P Global. So S&P Global India is responsible for the index report related to this particular PMI, right? So these are all the value-added information that you need to acquire from this particular topic. Moving towards the next important topic, which is related to the Mudumalai Tiger Reserve. Kalakkad Mudumalai Tiger Reserve. This topic, it is all about your General Science 3, Environment and Ecology. Arikompan captured in Theni district of Tamil Nadu to find a new home in Kalakkad Tiger Reserve. Okay, so I told you about the alone elephant used to do lot of problems in the region of Theni. So that was finally captured, and the new home for that particular Arikumpan in Kalakkad Tiger Reserve, that is your news. So what exactly the value added information regarding this MTR, that is Mudumalai Tiger Reserve, Kalakkad Mudumalai Tiger Reserve, which is located in the Nilgiri district of Tamil Nadu. And also it is one of the place considered as the tri-junction of three states, Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. It is a part of Nilgiri's Biosphere Reserve as well. So first biosphere reserve in India. Remember, this is very important. The first biosphere reserve in India, that is Nilgiri's Bioreserve. Okay, along with the Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary, Kerala, in the west side, and Bandipur National Park, Karnataka, on the north, Mukruti National Park, and Silent Valley in the south. So these are all the major biosphere reserves which are sharing border with the Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve, right? So the name Mudumale means it is known as the ancient hill range. Indeed, it is a old of 65 million years when Western Ghats were formed. That is the importance of this particular tiger reserve. If you take flora and fauna in this region, the reserves has tall grasses and commonly referred to the place of livelihood to provide for the elephants. So, elephant grass and also bamboo of the giant variety, valuable timber species that is teak and rosewood. Okay, there are several species which is known as endemic flora. And fauna, you know about the flagship species that is tiger and Asian elephant. Other such species you can have Indian gar, spotted deer, common langur, Malabar giant squirrel, wild dog, everything. Right. So add on to this, just make a note of this. Other tiger reserves in Tamil Nadu. Annamalai Tiger Reserve, Kalakkad Mundandurai Tiger Reserve. Remember Kalakkad, Mundandurai Tiger Reserve. Then Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve. These are all the other tiger reserves in Tamil Nadu. Okay, right. So moving towards the next important article related to the opinion page about deep fake technology. Remember today the editorial, whatever the topics they covered already we discussed in detail. So go through the previous videos for the same. And now we are going to discuss about dealing with the deep fakes. Deepfake is something that a machine has produced using deep learning and which contains false information. And also it pays to keep the definition of deepfakes. So what exactly this deepfake is? Deepfake technology, which is a method considered to be the manipulating of videos. Remember, manipulating of videos, photographs, that is images and audio, utilizing the powerful computers and deep learning methodology. Right? It is used to generate the fake news, and also commit a lot of financial things as well, right? Such we can call it as financial fraud among the other wrongdoings as well. It overlays a digital composite over an already existing video, picture, or any audio as well. Right. So the cyber criminals use artificial intelligence to do the crime. This is called deepfake technology. So the deepfake technology originated in the year of 2017 when an anonymous Reddit user called himself Deepfakes. This user manipulated the Google's open source deep learning technology to create and post pornographic videos in the year of 2017. So this technology were more concerned in terms of misuse. Lot of nefarious purpose like scams and hoaxes, celebrity pornography, election manipulation, social engineering, automated disinformation attacks, identifying theft and financial, etc. Right. So, what are all the other countries doing combat in terms of deepfake means? You can take European Union updated a code of practice and to stop the spread of disinformation and the deepfake. And you can take United States of America come up with bipartisan deepfake task force act. And in India, however, there are no legal rules against using this deepfake technology. However, specific laws can be addressed the misuse of the technology when including copyright violation and defamation and cyber felonies, right? So these are all the basic information that you need to understand regarding this deep Fake technology. You just go through it, then it is easy for you to understand this particular article. Moving towards the next important article of the day, that is NIRF rankings. NIRF rankings. NIRF. IIT Madras retains number one spot. Around 5,543 institutions applied for the Ministry of Education in terms of India Rankings 2023, while IIT Madras was ranked the best institution in overall ranking for the fifth consecutive term. Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore was rated the top university of for 8 years in a row. Miranda House was named the best college. You just go through this particular report card, which clearly gives you the institutional ranking framework 2023. So, top 10 institutes were mentioned here. So, Madras, IIT, IIS Bangalore, IIT Delhi, and Bombay, Kanpur, all in AIMS Delhi, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Roorkee, IIT Guwahati, Jawaharlal Nehru University, Delhi. These are all the top 10, you know, universities, institutions. Now, going forward, we are going to discuss about the importance of this particular ranking system. See, you need to understand what is this NIRF, which is known as National Institutional Ranking Framework. What is this all about? This was launched and you can say approved by the Ministry of Education in the year of 2015. See, Ministry of Education, earlier it was Ministry of Human Resource Development. Now it got changed. 2015 it was announced. It is first ever effort by the government to rank the higher education institutions in the country. And participation of this NIRF was made compulsory for all government-run education institutions in the year of 2018. So, to do this assessment, this particular framework has five parameters. Namely, the first one is about TLR, which is known as teaching, learning, and resources, which is known as TLR. The second one is about RP, which is known as research and professional practice. Research and professional practice. Third one is about GO, which is known as graduation outcomes. Graduation outcomes. Fourth one is about OI, which is outreach and inclusivity. Outreach and inclusivity. Fifth one is about peer perception. Peer perception, right? So 11 categories. Best institution across 11 categories are listed out about overall national ranking, universities, engineering college, medical, management, pharmacy, law, architecture, dental, research, all these category included in terms of like providing the rankings. The reason is simple. QS World University Rankings and the Times Higher Education World University Rankings led India to start this particular initiative to provide its own ranking for India's higher education institutions. So number of participation is also increasing year by year. Just go through this article and have a good understanding of the NIRF, which comes under your general studies too. Moving towards the next article, we can go ahead to the world news. US releases video which is showing close all in Taiwan Strait with Chinese destroyer. Okay, your topic here it is related to the general studies to international relations. And also here we are going to focus on the mapping Taiwan Strait. So Taiwan is the place, okay, which is 180 kilometer wide strait separating the island of Taiwan and the continental China and Asia, of course. Okay, so continental China, Asia. So the strait is part of South China Sea and connects East China Sea to the northern part. So the narrowest part is 130 kilometer wide. So a lot of issues are there. If you take the Taiwan Strait itself, a subject of an international dispute over its political status, and also China is claiming to enjoy sovereignty, rights, and jurisdiction over the Taiwan Strait, and regards the waterway as international territorial waters instead of being international waters. So that is the issue. So India has followed a one China policy since its recognition of the PRC in 1949. That is different. So just know this particular location also. This is Taiwan Strait. This side you have Kinmen Island and Penghu Island. So two islands in the Taiwan Strait. That is your add-on for the day in terms of your mapping. Okay, so just remember Kinmen Island and Penghu Island, which is located in Taiwan Strait. So next, about your PIB, Press Information Bureau, right? Nyaya Vikas portal that allows four efficient ways for logging into the portal. Thereby, it is like empowering the stakeholders with seamless access to information pertaining to funding, documentation, project monitoring, and approval. So, what exactly this Nyaya Vikas? Department of Justice implemented this CSS, that is centrally sponsored scheme for the development of infrastructure facilities for the districts and subordinate judiciary from 1993 to 94. This scheme, the central used to provide assistance to the state government and also union territories for the construction of court halls and residential units for the judicial officers and judge. Okay, even subordinate courts also. That is the important of which one? This Nyaya Vikas. Okay, so Nyaya Vikas for you from PIB. Next one is about Union Ministry for Road Transport and Highway. Nitin Gadkari inaugurated four-lane section between Nagon bypass, Tiliagon Rangagara, and laid foundation for Mangaladi bypass and four-lane section between Daboka, Parakwa and Assam. The topic is all about providing the transportation and having the proper connectivity in the region of northeast by the Ministry of Road and Transport Highways. So these four projects are worth about 1,450 crores, which symbolizing a significant investment in the state's infrastructure as well. Next one is about All India Radio, RBI's monetary policy, MPC. Three-day meeting will begin today. That is on June 6th. Announced the bi-monthly policy on Thursday. The MPC meeting is the backdrop also of the decline in retail inflation to 4.7 percentage. So here you need to understand what is this MPC. Okay, MPC. Monetary Policy Committee is a committee of the Central Bank of India, that is RBI, headed by its governor. RBI governor is the head of this MPC, which is entrusted with the task of fixing the benchmark policy interest rates. Policy interest rate. Okay, that is repo rate to contain inflation within the specified target level. So under section 45ZB of the amended RBI Act of 1934, the Union government is empowered to constitute a six-member monetary policy committee to determine the policy interest rate required to achieve the inflation target. This is the background of your monetary policy committee. Right. So just go through this. Composition also, yes, I'm giving you the information. RBI is the chairperson. RBI deputy governor. Okay, RBI governor is the chairperson. RBI deputy governor is in charge of monetary policy. One official nominated by the RBI board, and the government of India will propose three members. Okay, the committee, headed by the cabinet secretary, and the members of the MPC will serve for 4 years and are not eligible for reappointment. Only one time appointment, they'll serve for 4 years. The members of Monetary Policy Committee are appointed for 4 years. Clear? So these are all the value-added information that you need to understand here. Next one is about the chairman of National Level Committee for drafting the new National Cooperation Policy document. Suresh Prabhu made a presentation to Union Cooperation Minister Amit Shah. It is about uh, a national level committee is drafting related to the new national cooperation policy, including the structural reforms and governance, cooperatives as vibrant economy entities, providing the inclusion in terms of priority of all these sections, how to use the technology and implementation of plan. That is all about this national cooperation policy document. Next one is about Antardrishti. So RBI Governor Shaktikant Das launched a financial inclusion dashboard named called Antardrishti yesterday. Okay, as the name suggests, the dashboard will provide required insight to assist and monitor the progress of financial inclusion by capturing the relevant parameters. So this facility it is to provide the extent of financial exclusion at granular level across the country. So the dashboard presently intended for internal use in the Reserve Bank of India will further facilitate greater financial inclusion through the multi-stakeholder approach as well. Okay, so Antardrishti it is about the monitoring the progress of financial inclusion by capturing relevant parameters introduced by Reserve Bank of India. Okay, by Governor Shaktikant Das. So last part of your next discussion that is vocabulary stoical, which means enduring pain and hardship without showing one's feeling or complaining. Okay, this is R. Synonyms of the word resolute, unemotional, impassive, unflinching, calm. Antonyms emotional, sensitive, reactive, and impulsive. Next word is about smidgen. Smidgen, a small amount of something which is known as smidgen. Synonyms, it is about bit, driblet, little. Antonyms, abundance, barrel, a boatload. Next word is about perspicacious, having a ready insight into understanding of things. Having a ready insight into understanding of things. Synonyms, it's insightful, discerning, perspective, sharp. Antonyms, dull, stupid, ignorant, and naive. Okay, so these are all the important areas for the day. Stay tuned for tomorrow's news. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.